small, charming, and full of surprises. The Fiat 500 isn't just a car, it's an icon. From clever engineering to quirky design, this tiny Italian marvel has captured hearts for generations. Join us as we uncover the secrets that made the 500 a legend on streets around the world. When discussing the iconic Fiat 500, it is impossible to overlook the genius behind its creation, Dante Giacosa. Born in 1905 in Italy, Giacosa was not just an engineer, he was a visionary who fundamentally changed the concept of affordable, practical mobility. As Fiat's chief engineer, he was tasked with designing a car that could meet the needs of post-war Italy, a nation recovering economically, yet yearning for freedom and personal mobility. Giacosa's approach was methodical, innovative, and remarkably human-centered. He believed a car should not only be functional, but also intuitive, reliable, and maintainable by ordinary people. This philosophy guided every decision in the 500's design, from the compact chassis to the minimalist interior. Giacosa drew inspiration from earlier Fiat models, including the Topolino, but he pushed boundaries by rethinking engine placement, weight distribution, and space efficiency. The Fiat 500 is famous for its rear-mounted, air-cooled engine, a design that was as clever as it was practical. When it first appeared in 1957, the tiny two-cylinder, 479cc engine produced just 13 horsepower, enough to push the little car to a top speed of around 85 kilometers per hour, or 53 miles per hour. Later models received a slightly larger 594cc engine, boosting power to about 21 to 23 horsepower, while keeping the car light, nimble, and perfectly suited to city streets. One of the most ingenious features of this engine was that it was air-cooled. That meant there was no radiator, no coolant, and fewer parts to worry about. A built-in fan circulated air around the engine, preventing it from overheating, even on hot summer days. This simplicity made maintenance easy, allowing owners to check oil and perform basic servicing themselves, keeping the Fiat 500 reliable for years. The engine's position at the rear also had practical advantages. By sitting over the rear axle, it improved traction and stability, especially on narrow, winding streets. It also helped free up space inside the tiny car, making it surprisingly roomy for passengers and cargo. Fuel efficiency was another highlight. The Fiat 500 averaged just 4.5 to 5 liters per 100 kilometers, or roughly 50 to 55 miles per gallon, making it one of the most economical cars of its era. The Fiat 500 Spagena, often referred to simply as the convertible version of the 500, was designed with both charm and practicality in mind, making it one of the most iconic small cars of its era. Despite its compact dimensions, the foldable roof allowed drivers to enjoy an open-air experience without compromising interior space or maneuverability. The roof mechanism was remarkably simple and lightweight, enabling a single person to operate it quickly, even on narrow city streets or crowded parking areas. This feature made the 500 Spagena ideal for Italy's tight urban environments, where larger convertibles would have been impractical. Beyond convenience, the convertible design captured the essence of Italian summer driving, encouraging leisurely city cruises, scenic coastal trips, and spontaneous road adventures. The interior remained snug but functional, with space for 2 adults up front and small folding seats at the rear, maintaining practicality while offering the joy of open-air motoring. The Fiat 500 is instantly recognizable for many reasons, and one of its most striking features is its rear-hinged doors, commonly known as suicide doors. Unlike conventional doors that open forward, these doors are hinged at the rear, allowing passengers to enter and exit the vehicle more easily, especially in tight city streets and narrow parking spaces. While the name might sound dangerous, Fiat's design ensured that the doors were both functional and safe for everyday use. The rear-hinged layout also contributed to the car's unique aesthetic, giving it a distinctive, playful appearance that set it apart from other small cars of the era. For drivers and passengers alike, the doors added a sense of theatrical charm, creating memorable first impressions every time someone opened them. They became a defining characteristic of the 500, symbolizing both ingenuity and style. The Fiat 500's small wheels were both a necessity and a challenge, shaping the car's driving experience in unique ways. Early models featured wheels as small as 12 inches in diameter, which helped keep production costs low, reduced unsprung weight, and allowed the 500 to maintain its remarkably compact proportions. However, tiny wheels also placed greater demands on the suspension system. To compensate, Fiat's engineers designed a simple yet effective suspension setup with independent front wishbones and rear trailing arms, using coil springs to absorb bumps and maintain stability. This combination allowed the car to remain nimble and surprisingly comfortable, even on uneven cobblestone streets and narrow city roads. The small wheels also made steering responsive, giving the driver precise control in tight urban environments, though the ride could feel bouncy at higher speeds. Careful calibration of the suspension ensured that the 500 could handle its weight distribution and rear-mounted engine without compromising safety. While the Fiat 500 is best known as a charming city car, it also has a surprising racing pedigree that showcases its versatility and performance potential. In the 1960s, Fiat collaborated with Abarth, a legendary Italian tuning and racing company, to create sportier versions of the Cinquino. These Abarth 500 models featured tuned engines, enhanced suspensions, and lightweight modifications, transforming the tiny city car into a spirited performer capable of competing in hill climbs, rallies, and circuit racing. Despite its modest engine size, clever engineering allowed the Abarth 500 to achieve impressive acceleration and handling, earning it a reputation among enthusiasts as a giant killer in motorsport. The interiors of the classic Fiat 500 were a remarkable example of thoughtful, handcrafted design, combining practicality with charm. Every car featured a simple yet functional dashboard, carefully assembled by skilled workers to ensure that dials, switches, and indicators were easily visible and within reach of the driver. The speedometer, fuel gauge, and basic controls were arranged for maximum clarity, reflecting Fiat's philosophy that even the smallest car should offer an intuitive driving experience. Seating in the 500 was compact but cleverly designed, with lightweight padded seats that provided comfort for both driver and passengers, despite the limited space. Fabrics were durable yet pleasant to the touch, and the seat frames were carefully positioned to maximize legroom and maintain a balanced weight distribution.